Hello everyone. So our topic for today is all about the stages of development and developmental tasks. So we have here a passage from Lewis Carroll. Uh, Who are you? Asked the caterpillar. Alice replied rather shyly, I hardly know, sir. Just at the present. At least I know who I was when I got up this morning. But I must have changed several times since then. No? So the passage means, ano, um, it is a famous line from Lewis Carroll in Alice Adventures in Wonderland. So specifically in the chapter where Alice encounters the caterpillar. So the caterpillar, rather philosophical on somewhat rude character, questions the identity of Alice. After observing her struggling with the transformation she's been going through in the Wonderland. So what is really, or what is the story of the Alice in Wonderland? So si Alice dyan, sa Alice in the Wonderland, so siya yung protagonist of protagonist of Alice Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. So she is a young, curious, and imaginative girl. So her character represents innocence, wonder, and a thirst of adventure. So the story begins when Alice follows a talking white rabbit down a rabbit hole, which leads her into fantastical world of Wonderland. So Alice's character is often seen as a reflection of the inner conflict between the innocence of childhood and the complexities of growing up. So would you like more detail on her character or specific themes in this book? Okay. So we have here, for every developmental stage, there is an expected developmental task. What happens when the expected developmental tasks are not achieved at the corresponding developmental stage? And how can you help children achieve these developmental tasks? So we have here so study the picture and the description below. Each set of pictures from pages 26 to 33, then answer the following questions. Do the pictures suggest the respective developmental stage? Symbolize each developmental stage. Give a symbol that stands for the developmental task for each stage. If you were given a chance, which developmental stage would you like to be in, or why? Share your answer with your small group. So we have here the 4-week human embryo pa siya. 7 to 8 week human embryo. So ito yung picture ng uterus, may ito sa taas, tapos yung nasa gitna, umbilical cord or yung pusod, placenta is parang yan yung nagka-cover sa baby. Yan yung pinaka parang bahay ng baby. So we have here prenatal period, prenatal period. So what do we mean by prenatal period? So it refers to the period during pregnancy, during pregnancy before the birth of the baby. So ibig sabihin, bago lumabas yung baby, yan yung sinasabing prenatal period. So pregnancy, andun pa sa loob ng tiyan yung baby, So this stage is crucial for the development of the fetus, and it baby. Kasama ko man. Again, Prenatal refers to the period during pregnancy before the birth of the baby. So, ibig sabihin, yung baby, is nasa loob pa ng tiyan. So, this stage is crucial for the development of the fetus. So, yung nanay, so, habang pinagbubuntis niya yung baby, so, kailangan niya talaga ng extra care kasi ito yung pinakadelikadong stage, para sa development ng fetus. And it involves a range of medical care and monitoring to ensure the health of both the mother and the baby. So, kailangan may medical care, kailangan magpa-check up, uminom ng vitamins, may sapat na tulog, So, kailangan hindi ka careless pag Mami, oh. Kasama ko. Opo, wala, nawala. Huwag maingay, So, prenatal care typically includes regular doctor visits, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, nutritional guidance, kailangan masusustansya yung kinakain, screenings, or ano ba yung mga dapat gawin pag nagbubuntis, and test to track the baby's growth and detect any potential complications early on. So, test to track the baby's growth, kung halimbawa from fetus, sa ilang weeks na nagdaan, na ba siya, may development ba, kung sa pagdaan ng buwan, may mga kamay na ba, may mga paa na ba siya. So we have here the prenatal period is divided into 3 trimesters. So we have here the first trimester, 0 to 13 weeks. So this is the initial stage where the embryo develops into a fetus. So from embryo develops into a fetus, yung 0 to 13 weeks. Major organs like the heart, brain, and lungs start forming. So nadidevelop na dito yung mga major organs niya. So yung heart, nagkakaroon na siya ng brain, yung lungs, So it's also when morning sickness and other early pregnancy symptoms like fatigue are most common. So yung nanay naman dito is nagkakaroon na siya so sa 0 to 13 weeks, yung nanay niya dito, nanay ng baby is nagkakaroon na siya ng morning sickness, yung pagsusuka, palaging gustong matulog, tapos palaging pagod, So we have here the second trimester, 14 to 26 weeks naman yung second trimester. During this time, the fetus grows rapidly and the mother may start feeling the baby move. So this trimester is often more physically comfortable for the mother, though it's also the time when ultrasounds and other diagnostic tests are commonly performed. So, sa second trimester, mararamdaman mo na yung pag move ng baby, Third trimester, it is in 27 weeks to birth, So the baby continues to grow and develop, preparing for birth. The mother may experience discomfort from the baby's size, and this is when the healthcare provider monitors for signs of labor and complications like preeclampsia. Parang yung preeclampsia dito is parang yung sa baka high blood yung yung nanay, baka tumaas yung BP, So dito sa third trimester, nagpe-prepare na dito yung sa paglabas ng baby. So, makaka-experience na siya ng mga discomfort kasi palaki na yung size ng baby, So, prenatal care helps reduce risk and ensures a healthy pregnancy, So, we have here another period, which is the infancy, from birth to 2 years. So, ibig sabihin, lumabas na dito yung baby, from birth to 2 years old. So, ano nga ba yung sinasabing infancy. So the infancy period refers to the stage of a child life from birth to around 12 to 18 months. So this is a crucial phase of rapid physical, cognitive, emotional, and social development. Infants undergo several key milestones as they adapt to the world outside the womb and begin to form their first connections with caregivers and their environment. So we have here the emotional and social development. So infants form emotional bonds with their caregivers, which are critical for their future emotional health. So this attachment begins to form in the first few months and strengthens over time. So dito yung infants is nagki-create ng emotional bond with the caregivers. It's either yung nanay or yung nagbabantay sa kanya. Okay, so we have here a stranger anxiety. So sa 6 to 12 months, infants may develop a fear of unfamiliar people. So during 6 to 12 months, so dito na yung baby is natatakot na sa mga unfamiliar. So ito mga iba na nga tao, a sign that they are developing. So sini na stage, na-develop ang strong attachment nila sa kanra primary caregivers, kay nakakaramdam na sila fear sa mga diri nila kila nga tao. So tendency pag makakaimod sila diri nila kila na tao, maduok siya sa kanya nanay or sa kung sino ang nagbabantay sa kanya. Sensory exploration. Infants use their senses to explore the world, such as putting objects in their mouth, which helps them learn about their environment. So pag mga infants talaga is karoy talaga sila nila mag-explore, danay kung nanoan makikita, nano ang makakaptan, iguhungit. So may ang mga infants. So the infancy period sets the foundation for future development in areas like language, cognition, and emotional well-being. Caregivers play a vital role in nurturing their understanding to an infant's needs during this time. So we have here another stage, which is the early childhood. So what is early childhood? So when we say early childhood, it is from 3 to 5 years old, yung bata. So it refers to the developmental period from around 2 to 6, pwede to 6 years of age. So this stage is marked by significant growth in physical, cognitive, emotional, and social areas. So it's time when children start becoming more independent. So karuyag na magsayuan, karoy na mao na ni an time or an stage na nagbubuot na ang bata. So develop language skills and begin to understand the world around them. So early childhood is often divided into two sub stages. So we have here the key developments in early childhood, the physical development and the cognitive development. So sa physical development, we have here the motor skills growth, motor skills and growth. So sa motor skills, gross motor skills, by early childhood, children become more physically active, able to run, so jump and climb, so they gain better coordination and balance, enabling them to engage in activities like riding tricycles or playing catch. Fine motor skills, improvement in dexterity allowed children to perform tasks like holding crayons, cutting with scissors, and buttoning clothes. So pwede na sila mag drawing, maggunting-gunting. So another one is growth. During this period, children grow steadily in height and weight, though growth slows compared to the rapid gains made by Okay, so number 2, we have here the cognitive development. So merong tatlo sa cognitive development, language and communication, symbolic thinking, and egocentrism. So, sa language and communication, language skills explode during early childhood. Children go from using simple sentences to more complex language structures. By age 3, most people can form sentences of 3 to 4 words, and by age 5 to 6, they can engage in detailed conversation and understand storytelling. So, sa 2 years old, since sinididitig, sayo pala nga, word, utod-utod pa nga di akan niya pag istorya. So, sa 3 to 4, so by 3, most children can form, so nakakahimo na siya sentence, sa 3 to 4 years old. And 5 to 6, detailed na conversation and nakakaintindi na siya sa mga storytelling. Another one is symbolic thinking. A hallmark of cognitive development is early childhood is the ability to think symbolically. This means children can engage in pretend play, use objects to present something else, like pretending a stick is a sword, and start to understand basic concepts like time, space, and quantity. Egocentrism, according to Jean Piaget, children in early childhood are typically egocentric, meaning they have difficulty seeing things from another person's perspective. So this gradually fades as they develop social understanding. So, number 3, emotional and social development. So, we have here the self-concept, emotional regulation, and the social interaction. So self-concept, during early childhood, children begin to develop a sense of self, forming basic ideas about who they are. They start to describe themselves based on physical traits, preferences, and abilities. And emotional regulation, young children start to learn how to regulate their emotions, though they often still need help from caregivers. Tantrums may occur when they are frustrated or upset. But over time, they become better at managing their emotions. So another one is the social interaction. As children enter preschools or interact more with peers, they learn important social skills like sharing, taking turns, and cooperating. They begin to form friendships and are influenced by their environment and relationship outside of the family. Moral development, understand right and wrong. So during early childhood, so children start to learn about rules and difference between right and wrong. So this often comes through interaction with caregivers and other authority figures. So they begin to understand consequences for actions, though their sense of morality is still largely shaped by external factors like rewards and punishments. So kahit dito sa moral development, kahit yung 2 years old, pwede na siyang ma-discipline, na na-recognize na niya yung right and wrong. So the importance of early childhood. So the early childhood is a critical period for brain development and the foundation of lifelong learning, behavior, and health. Positive experiences including nurturing relationship with caregivers, quality early education, and opportunities for the exploration and play help set the stage for child future well-being.